just moments after Friday's ruling by the Constitutional Council. The hashtag Merci le conseil_constat qui par sa de copyright décision fait que la France reste un peu encore mais pour combien de temps, le pays des droits de l'euro trademark sign. Mayor Anne Hidalgo also took to Twitter to thank the court for recalling the principle of and Green Party EELV. Senator Esther Benbassa tweeted, "Fraternity. Against camps, walls, barbed wire and closed doors to migrants. Against persecution at every single moment. Against the criminalization of solidarity, a fragile but real hope, against the dark way of sweeping over. Contre les camps, les murs, les barbella copyright et les portes fermes copyright aux migrants. Contre la perse copyright fusion de chaque instant. Contre la criminalisation de la solidarité copyright. Contre la bataille identitaire. Un espoir fragile mais raw copyright L. Face à la vague brune qui L. Up until now, anyone assisting migrants to illegally enter France, or helping them move around once already in France, have faced up to 5 years in prison and €30,000 in fines. Laurence Blisson, of France's second-largest magistrates trade union Syndicat de la Magistrature, told France 24 in an emailed response that the French court ruling is unique and could potentially pave the way for a more permissive view towards migrants. At least in France, it's the first time that this principle has been recognized as such by a supreme jurisdiction, that is to say the freedom to help a person, without having to worry about whether she is illegally in France. It's the first time this is being recognized as a constitutional right," she said. The freedom to help others. In August last year, French olive farmer Cédric Herrou was fined and handed a 4-month suspended prison sentence for helping roughly 200 migrants illegally enter France from Italy, as well as sheltering many of them once they arrived in France. But according to Friday's ruling, the principle of fraternity, which along with the values of liberty and equality make up France's revered, and constitutionally enshrined, motto, should have protected him from prosecution altogether. The concept of fraternity confers the freedom to help others, for humanitarian purposes, without consideration for the legality of their stay on national territory, the court said, calling also on the French Parliament to adapt the law to adhere to the principle. In a phone interview with France 24 on Friday, Herrou said that, "What's going to change now is that by acting in a fraternal way, by helping people will no longer be punishable by law. Regular citizens will no longer have to worry about the legal or illegal status of those they are helping." Some were not as happy with the ruling, however. Guillaume Larive and Eric Ciotti, two lawmakers representing the centre-right Les Républicains party, told Reuters that it contained major problems. "This is an ideological victory for those who consider that illegal immigration is legitimate, and an encouragement for those who think France doesn't have the right to protect its borders," said Larive and Ciotti. Unique application. The French court ruling comes at a sensitive time for Europe, where the influx of refugees from war-torn countries in Africa, the Middle East and Asia have had some EU member states lock horns on how to deal with the growing number of asylum seekers. While countries such as Hungary and Italy have adopted tough anti-immigrant policies, France and Germany are pushing for the bloc to open its doors more. According to the International Organization for Migrants (IOM), just over 57,000 migrants have entered the European Union since the beginning of this year. Blisson, for the Syndicat de la Magistrature, said that the French court ruling could spell a brighter future for both migrants and those wanting to help them, adding that the principle of fraternity could now potentially be applied also in other humanitarian legal battles. Once the principle is recognized, it can of course be used in other situations aside from the issue of migrants, said Blisson. To prohibit the act of giving humanitarian help to people who are in precarious situations from becoming a criminal offense, but also to force the government to fulfill certain obligations in order for this fraternity to become a reality. It's a field of opportunities. It is now up to lawyers and activists to think of all the uses it could have. France's national motto is thought to have its roots in the French Revolution, where it figured in a speech by French revolutionary Maximilien Robespierre. It was not inscribed into the French Constitution until in 1958, however, under the Third Republic. Date created, the 7th of July 2018.